The number one podcast where we discuss the journey from being no one to number one. So I hope you guys are good. I've been gone for a week. I've been so slammed. Lots to update with stuff for you guys. Ricky Luna, Siddharth, Way Walt, Miss Fitness 2, Mr. Fitness 2, Aiden, Lyrically Indigenous, Michael Beatty. What is up, people? All the people out in LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook as well. Hey, Instagram, Jake D. Clark, L. Perfect Perkins, Serpens, Turk Ben, Trish. Hey, give me a shout out. Where are you guys calling from? I have been very busy. In fact, I got back yesterday morning. I spent the weekend in Albany, New York. So it was really cool. What's up, Evolve Zone? Let me show you up here on the screen for a second. Hello. Hope you guys can hear me okay. Hope all is going well. I'm also out on Clubhouse. You want to join there? Trish, you're out in Windsor. Are you? I hope you're working out with Scientific Wrestling Canada. Marco and Carmen out there. Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. So, yeah, I was out in Albany, New York. It was pretty epic. Oh, Chris. What's up, Chris Spalding? Happy to see you, my friend. Yeah, I was out in Albany all weekend. International Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame had its second induction. Oh, what's up, Queens, New York? I was just I was upstate, a little bit from you, a couple hours north of you guys. Carmen's your brother. Oh, give him my best. Awesome, glad to see you here. Michael, you're out in Maryland. Cool. Yeah, you hear me good. Okay, thank you for the feedback. I appreciate that. So yeah, I got the opportunity, the honor to induct Billy Robinson into the International Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame that's in Albany in what's known as the MVP Arena. I don't know if you guys have ever been there, but it is amazing. They have an incredible collection. All these old, like if you're into the wrestling history stuff, it was amazing. Oh, what's up, Naeem? Out in the ATL. I met, what's his name? I think it's, is it Corey or maybe Cody? Maybe it's Cody. Cody Hall, Scott Hall's son. Got to meet him there. Got to hang out with my old pal Dan Severn for the better part of 2 days. It was great. Yeah, dude, Billy Robinson's truly greatest of all time. So super stoked to have him inducted. If you're on Instagram, I think it's also on YouTube and Facebook. You guys can pop in, go check out the video. I was able to have it filmed, me inducting him there real quickly. Aiden, so you're in Windsor with Carmen Marco too. Awesome. Yes, dude. Fantastic group. Hey, what's up, Mike Mendoza? Good to see you, bro. Stellar Steven, out on YouTube. Do I got a Dan Severn story? It was pretty awesome, dude. Like glad I could catch the stream, saw the speech and illustration. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Brilliant, dude. It was dope, dude. It was a good experience. Dan is just a great guy, man. Actually, I am going to try to get him on. Chris is saying must have been cool to hang with Dan. Yeah. I've known Dan for probably, man, I think the first time I met him was 2007. It was at a Cauliflower Alley reunion, and hit it off, talked to him. We worked on a couple projects. I have a bunch of mutual friends, in particular through Wade Chalice, and then obviously the people on the pro wrestling side. Got to hang out with him yesterday, and he was telling all kinds of great stories. But I'm going to save that. I'm going to try to get him on the podcast here. I'd probably have him on the other podcast. I don't know if you know, I have this other podcast that I do called Do It Again. And that's very much more of an interview format show for Catch a Sketch Can Wrestling specifically. So what's up, Kaiju Wrecking Machine? Happy to see you. Piro Lank, Marco Castro Grappler. Happy to see all you guys jumping in on here. So I wanted to give you that update. And I was pretty under the weather last week. Had this awful post-nasal drip, and it just wouldn't stop to where I couldn't sleep. I don't know if you ever had it that bad. It was like I was having some sort of allergic reaction. I don't know what it was, but like, man, I'd sleep and one half of my nasal cavity would like fill up and I couldn't breathe. And I'd have to blow my nose. It was like that way all week. So I didn't get much sleep. It was pretty awful. But that's really what I want to talk about today's theme. You know, you always hear me echoing Billy Robinson's admonition, do it again, meaning, you know, perfection. Keep practicing, keep working, doing it again. You know, it's never ending. Well, I wanted to talk about maybe a twist on that. Instead of do it again, do it anyway. Do it anyway. You guys should write that down. This is one of the best excuse killing phrases that you can have. What's up, Trey? What's up, Ike? Do it anyway. Okay. You know, we talk about like those that are coaches. A lot of times we say, you know, a big part of this is just showing up. You know, so for the International Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame, the induction, for me, like, I mean, it was a huge honor, but it was also, you know, cost me close to $1,000 to fly out there. And they were gracious. They met me in the middle and put me up in a great hotel. But, you know, it was all cost and I was feeling awful. And I have all this other business stuff I have to get done. And guess what? I did it anyway. I showed up and it was great. I got to meet a guy I've known forever. Oh, what's up, Chris Davis? Happy to see you. What's up, dude? So yeah, Daniel, what's up, man? Good to see you. Mastermind Martial Arts is on. Catch Ken Ferrer. Ram Aaron Ramos. I don't know if I'm saying that right or probably not. What's up, guys? But you know, I was not feeling it, dude. I was like, oh, can I do this? It's gonna be a late flight, you know, all this crap. Do it anyway. I'm so glad. I hadn't I had known Jody Simon, better known as Joe Malenko, online for a number of years through Carl Gotch. That connection. What's up, Daniel? Good to see you, bro. And I got to actually hang out and meet Jody Malenko, which was really great. We got to bullshit. Mostly we had talked on the phone and over Facebook for years and years. But because I showed up, he was there to induct Carl in the same way that I was there to induct Billy. So it was a great time. Great people, man. Seth, Mike, those guys over at the International Professional Wrestling, they are doing it. It's like so classy, dude. I've seen some of these other museums and some of these other Hall of Fames. Not knocking them. I'm glad they're doing it because at least they're doing something, right? Do it anyway. But boy, these guys have stepped it up. It is really nice. And it's actually in the MVP arena, which is a good sports complex. So it's going to get a lot of eyeballs, a lot of foot traffic. Very smart. What's up, Matt? What's up, Ray in the life? Happy to see you guys. L Perfect Perkins, looking forward to coming down to Charlotte. Yeah, in November for the catch. So yeah, the Scientific Wrestling Accelerator, we are branching out. We got hooked up. Dave Patron introduced us to Ryan Hoover over there in Charlotte. So we're going to be at his facility for 2 days. It's going to be just killer. We're going to have one hell of a good time. So I'm super excited to get out there and show a whole bunch of new people. Look, you guys got to get signed up, man. We're like 1 month away from the Pinion Hills camp. Okay. 1 month away. Telling you, I don't know how else to do this other than like forcing you, but that goes against my morals. But this is a perfect point. Do it anyway. I can't tell you how many people are like, oh man, so bummed out. I never got to go when Billy. I was like, dude, I made it available to you. I made this information available to you. Some people did it anyway. I mean, I don't got no money. I don't do it anyway. Figure it out. Oh, good. Hobo Luna Fart. Awesome. I'm signing up for Pinion Hills today. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Michael, man, this message is right on point, applicable to all areas of life. Do it anyway, dude. Listen, one thing, I've been an entrepreneur, a business owner, without a side job with somebody else paying me, out there on the hunt every day. I got 3 kids, dude, and a wife, right? I've been out there every day doing this. It's risky to not take risks. Do you know that? It's actually, you talk to any of these guys that are mega, mega millionaires, that is what they will tell you. It is risky to not take risks. You have to just do it anyway. Show up. You have to figure it out. Commit and then figure it out. Hustle. You just have to put your mind to it. It's that simple. It is truly that simple. I don't even know if you can you guys hear me okay? I got this microphone. It might help if I move it closer. There we go. I don't know if that's better or not, but Jake is speaking the truth. Thanks, Daniel. I appreciate that. You have to commit. Just do it. And honestly, like if you don't do this, you have to. Let me tell you something. Right now, everybody is watching the fucking news. That's your first problem. Turn that shit off. Turn that sounds better. Okay, yeah, I just moved this mic better. So you guys on Instagram, I think, can hear me okay, but the people maybe out on YouTube and Facebook might have had a little bit of a gap. So this should be better. But anyway, stop watching the news. Do it. I mean, do it anyway. Stop, because it's so full of shit. What happens in business, the economy is not your economy. In fact, anytime you hear somebody on the news, oh, it's a recession, raise your hand. I refuse to fucking participate in this recession. You guys go ahead. I'm going to double down. You know, more millionaires were made during the Great Depression than any other time in history. It's the truth. Do it anyway. Commit, hustle, work your ass off, and don't stop. Then that's where you do it again and do it again. So 2 lessons today. Do it anyway and do it again. Daniel here says, as a business owner myself, what Jake is saying here is completely true. I know because I've done it myself. Yeah, take the risks. Listen to Jake. Hey, thank you, Daniel, again. He's on Instagram as Mastermind Martial Arts, BJJ black belt guy. He's a perfect example. Black belt shows up, does it anyway, to my crazy scientific wrestling accelerator camp, blows his mind, does it again. He took a risk. He's like, I don't know what the fuck, I don't know what this is. Shows up, loves it, really commits to it, leans into it. Guys, it's that simple. Like, okay, you guys all know this Dave Ramsey, right? I'm actually a financial coach under Dave Ramsey. Okay, like I did the course, passed the certification, did all that stuff, paid the fee, all that. I did it anyway. So I know all of Dave Ramsey's stuff, and he's great. But you have to understand, you know, he's down on debt. And I get it because most people use debt like a consumer. Okay. In the same way, most people use social media like a consumer. You have to transform the way you think. Stop consuming. I mean, you have to consume to live, but you have to start focusing on producing. You have to focus on creation. And to create things, you have to take risks. This is what entrepreneurs are compensated for. It's taking a risk. Michael Beatty on there. Hey, thanks, dude. He says, quote unquote, the economy is not your economy. That's a golden nugget right there. You've got to fucking turn out the fucking bullshit narrative. Okay? Listen, I don't want to get political here. Okay? But the fact is we do live in a world where there are fucking politicians and they fuck shit up all the time. Pretty much. Democrat, I don't want to fucking get into this dumb jerk off either. Democrats and Republicans, all of them. It's a scam. Stop listening to these fucking idiots. Okay? Look at the whole lockdown situation. I'm not getting political here. What I'm doing is dealing with facts. That's why, I call my company Scientific Wrestling. I have a master's degree in math. I know how to look at this shit. I have taught math, statistics, calculus, algebra, science. I've worked professionally as a statistician, okay, before I made the jump to be a full-time entrepreneur. So I understand risk. I understand how to read the news. That lockdown shit was bullshit. Bullshit. And you went along with it because you fucking listened to the news. Stupid. Stupid. Do you know how many lives you fucking ruined? How many small businesses got fucking nuked? I mean, just bad. Generations, people working on businesses for years and years got nuked by these stupid bureaucrats and this lockdown stupidity. Don't let them continue with this economy thing. Listen, I don't have any tinfoil in my fucking hat, okay? I don't really subscribe to that. But I'm going to tell you something. It sure as hell fucking looks like there might be some sort of agenda to fucking destroy small business. So only the guys that were essential, fucking Walmart's essential. Give me a god. It's crazy. Okay? First they nuke us, the small business people, with the fucking lockdowns because you listened. Don't fucking comply. Don't listen. This was unconstitutional. It went against all this shit goes against like the Nuremberg Code. You just got to look at history, dude. This is not controversial unless you're fucking watching the news. And now they're unleashing 85,000 new IRS agents. Seems to me like somebody's really trying to fucking put the kibosh on small business. Okay? Do it anyway. Start a small business. Do it anyway. Okay? Chris Davis, what you saying? Totally agree. I was never locked down. Yeah, well, you got to fight, dude. You can't trust these people, right? You just can't. So my point is that have you always wanted to be in business for yourself? Have you wanted to be independent? Why do you think right now there is like a hiring shortage? Have you heard this trendy phrase, quiet quitting? Because nobody wants to work. Because we live in an amazing time when a lot of people can work for themselves. And if you're going to hire somebody, now I'm not saying everybody should do it, okay? But, because I think that, I have businesses that I want to hire people for, but hopefully I'm hiring people because they care about the mission that I'm on. And they're on the same mission. They're like, well, shit, this makes total sense. I'm going to work for this guy. But that's not what's happening. It's really difficult for a lot of people to hire right now. Okay? Because somebody's just like, fuck it, I'll go drive Uber. I don't need some jerk breathing down my neck. Right? So, if you do have the druthers to start something or do something, you should do it, in my opinion. Okay? Now, that doesn't mean, this is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about credit, like with Dave Ramsey. Use it like a producer. If you take out credit and there's a return on the investment, and businesses generate some of the best ROIs out there, like having your own business, then it makes sense. Maybe it costs you $10,000 to get in. Okay. And you have a credit card that's 15%. Okay. But what if you're making that $10,000 all of a sudden is generating you $10,000 a month? Then it's a no-brainer. You're going to pay off that credit card in a month and be generating 10 grand a month. Do you understand where I'm going with this? So you can't just take these bromides even from anybody. You just have to think a little bit. It's just, this has been a whole fucking thing that I don't want to say like it's all been orchestrated by some cabal, but I mean, whether it has or it hasn't, it's fucking everybody over. Okay. Public school, total joke. And in fact, where I'm at here, Jefferson County in Colorado, they're actually having to consolidate and close schools because people are pulling their kids out because they realize it's a joke. It's a joke. I remember when I was in high school, the math teacher was like, "Oh, look, you need to know these times tables, or you need to know how to do this because you won't have a calculator in your pocket." Now what? Now what? I got not only a calculator, I have the entirety of the world's wisdom at my fingertips. I can just simply say, "Hey, Google," and ask it a fucking question, and it'll give me an answer. And then I could go research 10 other counter answers to it and figure out the one that fits best with my view of reality. Okay. We don't need public school. What does public school do? I put my kids in public school, but I took them out, put them in private school. It's expensive. It's more than my mortgage, but it's worth it. Do it anyway. Do it anyway. What I found that my kids were learning at public school was how to shut up, sit down, and do what you're told. That's for slaves, dude. I don't know how else to put it. I'm raising free human beings, producers, creators, problem solvers. That's not what they're learning at school. You're not learning how to do anything in the real world. You're learning how to comply. That's why all this shit works. You just do what you're told. Okay? Instead, do what you want. Do it anyway. Take a risk. Does that make sense? All right. So listen, that doesn't mean going to credit card hawk on dumb shit. Stop buying sneakers. They don't cash flow. If you can go into debt on something that cash flows and it cash flows well, now we're talking. Go buy a vending machine if you have a killer location. If you don't have a killer location, don't do it. You can get a vending machine for $4,000 or $5,000. One of the high-end, really cool ones. Then you just got to go hustle and knock on doors and find somebody like, "Hey man, what if you want a vending machine? Would this help your clients? Would this be a good thing for you? If it's high traffic, you'll make that $4,000 or $5,000 back. Let's say you do that a couple times. Now you've got passive income. Taking that out on a credit card was a good deal. You could buy a refurbished vending machine, a decent one, $2,000 if you have a good location with foot traffic, right? Do it anyway. Commit, take the risk, then figure it out. It's actually kind of one of the, life hack or whatever these people call that shit. It's a way to actually trick yourself, to put yourself up in pressure. See, the problem is people they think that they want to, like, "Oh yeah, I want to be my own boss." Isn't that what everybody says? I'm doing this so I can be my own boss. But the fact is they just don't want a boss. Because if you're going to go out on your own, you actually have to be your own boss. You have to be on your own ass. You have to be disciplined. You have to wake up early, stay late, get shit done, like ahead of time. Go the extra mile. If you're not doing that at your job, you're going to have a hell of a time doing that if you quit your job. Okay? And the other thing is people get confused. They fantasize. They think because maybe they're really good at guitar. Okay? They're super good at guitar or piano or something. And they decide that they're going to go on their own and teach people how to play. And maybe also be a professional musician. But if you don't understand the business side, the problem is a lot of these entrepreneurs get obsessed with their product development, creating the greatest product. But one of my mentors, Grant Cardone, always says, best known beats best every single time. Best known product beats best product every time. Hate to piss you guys off, but I'm going to talk about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu versus catch wrestling. Personally, it's my opinion that catch wrestling is a better product. That's my opinion. I've committed myself. I've done it anyway. I've broken the bones. I have the collapsed carotid artery. I've thrown hundreds of thousands of dollars, booked tens and tens of thousands of miles on airplanes. I'm committed to this, man, more than probably anybody else on the planet. I believe catch as catch can wrestling is the best grappling out there. Oh, why aren't you winning Abu Dhabi? Okay, shut the fuck up. Okay, that's just so stupid because we're not the best known. For every one competent, decent, okay, catch as catch can guy, there's like 15,000 Brazilian Jiu Jitsu people. So guess what? We show up in the Hall of Fame. You got guys like Chael Sonnen last week on his podcast calls Josh Barnett best top 3 heavyweight all time. Okay? I think Chael knows a thing or two. I would agree. Sakuraba, GOAT. Billy Robinson, GOAT. We're small. And that's what I'm trying to change. Because while we are the best, we're not the best known. There's not freaking strip mall, McDojo, catch wrestling places the same way there are BJJ places. Right? That's what I'm trying to change. And I'm changing it. You know, I have nothing but respect for jiu-jitsu. In the business respect, they've crushed catch with regards to exposure. They were super smart. Super smart. They used the UFC as a platform to show off their sport. Notice they didn't really book any good wrestlers against Hoist. Just being real. Where was the UWFI guys? They didn't book Bad News Allen. They didn't book Hobo Luna Fart says all the best BJJ guys now learning wrestling like crazy. Right. But listen, we could see it. I mean, Brandon Ruiz, my buddy, All-American, Greco-Roman, like brilliant guy, 4th degree Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, though, wrestler first, has been posting like crazy that exact thing that you're talking about. How wrestling is, how BJJ is like relabeling everything from wrestling, pinning, leg, from catch in particular, leg locks, all this stuff. Okay. Michael Beatty 2050 says, yeah, they crushed every art on the business side using the UFC as a marketing tool. Right. So listen, hats off to you guys, man. Like you guys killed it. Okay. On the business. We can look at the statistics. We know that like twice as many champions come from wrestling than they do from Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in MMA. Okay. This is done. That fucking argument's done. Okay. So just even amateur wrestling with all the submissions taken out is better. Okay. But you don't see wrestling clubs. All wrestling, the sad fact is, has been socialized. Okay. So while that's good, it's in all these public schools. But again, public schools are closing. Nobody's doing it. You got Title IX fucking with things. The Olympics just removed wrestling. Crazy. So all this is really at the whim of one bureaucrat. Just like lockdowns, they could just pull wrestling and it's just all gone. So if you care about wrestling, and maybe you own a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu place, that's why I created the affiliate program. Do it anyway. So you can now add this curriculum. But the thing is there's these stupid tribal things that will stop people like from doing it. Okay. I mean, it's frustrating, but that's what I'm trying to change is now I'm trying to make. So who dare. Wow. They took wrestling out of the Olympics. Yeah. That was a couple years ago. They put it back. Could happen again. Real easy. Aiden says our schools are cutting wrestling clubs now. Yes. Hobo Lunafart says, what do you see for the future of catch? Independent wrestling, grappling gyms. Yeah. So, I've been knocking on the door trying to sell this to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu since 2003. Okay. They're not buying. They what they do is I don't want to call it ripping off, but it kind of is. Like they look at it and then why ignore 50%? Yeah, great. And then they plug it in and rename it Ashi and all this shit when all the leg locks came from catch. Okay. Anyway, um, so what we need to do is build affiliate like gyms. That's what I've created. Now the problem is quality control, right? There's not a lot of really good, and that's what I tried to do with scientific wrestling, is to stand above all these other people that just make these ridiculous claims and prove it and provide authenticity and a real chance to learn the real thing to carry it on, right? So you can go check it out, the scientific wrestler affiliate program. Go to scientificwrestler.com. Check it out, man. I now I have two things that I am obsessed with after my family. My wife and my kids are always number one. Okay. I've done everything in my life to be able to spend as much time with them as possible because, I almost died a couple times as a kid and I know nothing is guaranteed. So I want to have no regrets. And as such, I've tried to figure out how to spend the most time I can with my kids and my wife. After that, wrestling and business. And so this scientific wrestler program is really me putting my mind, and those of you who know who've been to a camp or maybe you've seen I'm the daily deal on BJJ Fanatics, by the way, Catch Wrestling Submissions. Go check it out. Easy way to see some of the stuff that we do. There's a crap ton of stuff on there. So don't be blown away if you see there's a lot of information just on the Catch Wrestling Submissions. Catch Wrestling Takedowns is the same way. Catch Wrestling Nelson's the same way. It's just how I do. I'm not an under promise over deliver. I'm an over promise over deliver guy. Like I want to blow your mind. So you can check that out. It's if you go to BJJ Fanatics, it's the deal of the day today. Okay, so that ends tonight. But it's whatever. I mean, they put their shit on sale all the time. So I would just get it because I think you'll dig it. And it's a cheap way. Do it anyway. Just check it out. Okay. And if you like the approach, it's very, very technical. This is what I learned from Billy Robinson primarily, but input from Dick Cardinal, Gene LaBelle, Carl Gotch. Again, high quality, Wade Chalice. I went to these high quality guys, right? That's really what I've tried to do with scientific wrestling, different than anybody else, right? Hoba Luna Fart says, it would be cool to see no-gi events like EBI with any submission allowed. Hey, man, go over to Shoot Pro Wrestling. Every submission's allowed, except small joint. And obviously like eye gouging and biting and shit like that. But like, go over to Shoot Pro Wrestling. We allow everything. In fact, we also have tag team, competitive tag team, professional wrestling rules, triple shoots, which is single man, three-man single tag, which is like a triple threat for WWE. We do it all competitively. So anyway, the Scientific Wrestler affiliate gym program was me bringing together how to make money and how to carry on. My mission, really put on me by Billy Robinson, the guy who I was fortunate enough to induct in the International Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame this weekend. He never gave compliments. You can ask anybody who knows. Okay, never. And he gave me two giant compliments. Okay, this is the guy. You may see other people say it, but he was the first guy, especially in combat sports, to say it. You must learn how to learn. Okay. That was his number one thing. You must learn how to learn. And he gave me two great compliments that are a lot for me to live up to. And that's really why I created the Scientific Wrestler program, as well as the accelerator camps that some of the other guys were talking about. What's up, Marco? Good to see you, bro. Happy to see you. Scientific Wrestling Canada in the house. Billy said, he said this about me. He said, Jake is a great learner, which is like coming from Billy. That's like, holy shit. I'm a great learner. And I've been with this guy 7 years. That's a huge praise. And then he said, without a doubt, there's a lot of pressure due to me, because of me, Catch Wrestling is going to come back. Okay. But I'm going to be real. I can't do that. I can set it up and I could create these scenarios and these opportunities, but I need you to help to do it anyway. I need you to do it anyway. Do you own a gym? Get involved. Go to scientificwrestler.com. It's a great offer. Scientific Wrestling Canada did it. Vern Earwood, Vicious Vern in Colorado, an MMA coach and legend, did it. Paul Garcia, who runs Garcia Sports in Colorado, did it. wrestling, high school wrestling coach and MMA coach. Gil, all of us. Those are all gym owners. You can also do it and not be a gym owner. Sam Cresson, he's an affiliate now, scientificwrestler.com. This is a way for you to make money. So here's the mission, and where I need your help to do it anyway and to do it again. The mission of scientific wrestling is to get every man, woman, and child on earth to improve their lives through scientific wrestling as either a fan, athlete, coach, promoter, or some combination of all four. That's the mission. It's huge. Okay, so do you understand? I believe Catch Can is the best. So did Billy. And so do a good, strong number of people, okay? It's not as many as Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu that they think that's the best. But I think they're mistaken, okay? Again, they're crushing in business. They have done great things, and I'm learning from them in business how to do things. But like Grant says, best known beats best in business every time. And that's what I'm trying to change and where I need your help. I've geared it to where, man, I got financing. You could be an affiliate gym or just an affiliate because you can make money with this even if you don't own a gym. As cheap as $247 a month. Okay. And that's not ongoing. There's a lot of gyms that do affiliate programs, and that they charge $300-$400. I know I've taken people from these programs, some of the affiliates that we have. $300 or $400 into perpetuity every month, forever. Okay. The total cost for the entire affiliate program is 10 grand. That's why if I finance it, I can get you as low as $247 a month. And that's like, I think, over 8 years. Okay. You're going to make more than $247 a month with the affiliate program, right? Oh, what's up, dude? Enrico dropping in from Italy says, I think you have to study the catch, adapting a strategy on all specifics of competition, adapting to the rules. Yes. Many guys I follow have won Italian championships in grappling, MMA, and no gi by adapting catch wrestling strategies with intelligence. Yeah, 100%. That's the thing, is that with catch, you're learning takedowns, you're learning submissions, you're learning pins, you're learning controls, you're learning escapes, and you're learning reversals. It's complete and very, very sound. And you also learn how to chain. People call it flow now, but it's chain wrestling is much better. Okay. We teach you all of this stuff as it was taught by Billy, Carl, Gene LaBelle, Dick Cardinal, Wade Chalice. You're not going to find a better deal. If you go and check it out, so not only do you get, if you become an affiliate, you get tuition in full, paid for 2 people. Could be you and your business partner. It could be you and one of your coaches, or it could be 2 of your coaches if you're just a business owner. That there, each one of those is $5 grand. Okay. That's $10,000 right there. Okay. Right there, out the gate. You get that included. Then you get a Mace Bell certification, Mace Bell conditioning. So it's not just Mace. You're also going to learn all the Carl Gotch stuff that I had to go through with Carl. A lot of stretching that Billy showed, and some other really great fitness modalities. So you now not only can you teach submission grappling, catch can, you can go to MMA gyms, you can do seminars, all that because of the coaching catch certification. Now you can also start teaching Mace, which is super hot, like the hottest thing ever, man. I walked into a 24-hour fitness, they had a fucking Mace. It was mind blowing. I proof positive for me. I was like, oh my God, dude. If it's in 24-hour fitness, it's crazy. But you get 2 coaching catch certs, you get a Mace Bell cert, you get resale rights to everything I've sold on Scientific Wrestling, all the instructionals, all the membership websites, all of the books, all of that. Scientific Wrestling Canada chiming in. Hey, what's up, Marco? He says, all you have to do from a basic level, get your first 5 members, pay a lifetime membership or something for $2K each, and recover your capital. Yeah, I mean, and I will help you. I will help coach you. So not only do you get the resale rights, so you can start making money all the way, right? You also get 20% on every affiliate you bring in. That's $2,000. I don't know anybody else who's giving you $2,000 check for helping with their mission. Okay. Then you get the 2 coaching certs for grappling and the Mace Bell cert. Then I hook you up with the leading MMA or grappling digital agency. I can't tell you who their clients are because they have client privilege with them. I'm telling you, though, that these are the biggest names in the business. You are going to get 2 months free of lead generation from this company. You have to pay for the ads on Facebook. Okay. So you have to be a little savvy how shit works here. But they charge $1,200 a month just for them to set up your stuff on Facebook and Instagram to generate ads to bring you money. You get 2 months free with them. Then you get 6 months of business coaching with me. You can text me, you can phone call me. We do monthly phone calls, we do Zoom calls, all of this stuff. I'm going to show you how to make money with what I've been doing for 20 years. I'm going to hold your hand, and it's 10x certified. I'm also, because I'm a business nerd, as much as I am a catch wrestling, the world's most invested nerd, thrown everything that he possibly could into learning it, being number one. I've done that with business. And Grant Cardone, Planet's number 1 sales and marketing trainer. I am one of 55 people as of this broadcast certified by Grant to teach his sales and marketing techniques. Okay. You get all of that. That's all for that $247 or total of $10,000. And guess what? If you're one of the first 8 to sign up, I'm going to knock $2,000 off for being an early adopter. $8,000. Those are almost up. Those are almost up. I'm going to tell you, actually, we have one. We have one. And we just launched this about 10 weeks ago. And we have one left. Save $2,000. Do it anyway. I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you guys other than what I'm telling you. I'm trying to help you. I am trying to help you. That's my mission. It was put on me. If I don't make it to where you make money, I won't succeed. I will never get every man, woman, and child. We just broke 8 billion people. I think we just crossed the threshold population-wise. 8 billion. I'll never reach that myself. I don't have enough seconds left. I don't even know if I have 8 billion seconds left in my life. But to do that, I need to scale. And this is where I need to build an army. I need you guys. And those early adopters, you're going to be higher in rank because you're going to be there helping me at the beginning, taking the risk with me, helping me. And I'm going to be helping you. It's a win-win, right? Stellar Steven says, what's he saying? Unrelated, but thoughts on string theory and Michio Kaku. String theory is bullshit. I don't know what to tell you about that. Michio's I don't know. He's a cool guy. I don't know him. He's on TV all the time. I mean, Neil deGrasse Tyson too. I mean, I don't really consider them they're like popular science guys. String theory is bullshit. It's bullshit. It's been totally not proven, wasted. I don't know how much money trying to prove it and all that. Prove something. I mean, we can look at quantum physics. That shit, even as weird as it fucking is, has been proven. Those experiments, like the double slit experiment or the delayed choice quantum eraser, which basically proves that time is not linear. These have been verified and replicated. Not one fucking thing out of string theory has fucking been proven. So, I don't know. Hope that helps you. Scientific Wrestling Canada says, there are creative ways to get your money back. This deal is a no-brainer. I know, dude. I don't know what to tell. I honestly, I wish that I was one of those crazy Larry guys, the wiggle guys that are outside of the car dealerships to just grab you like the Jerky Boys and throw your head in the hood and make you buy. I wish I could do that because I'm like, I want to help you. And this is like, you could be doing something that you're passionate about and making money, right? So, for example, I have affiliates that don't own a gym, but they can run seminars. You could, that's what I do. I don't own a gym anymore. I used to, but I go around doing seminars. I sell DVDs of the very best on the planet. And the thing is I don't reduce the price for a sale all the time. I mean, I am grateful for BJJ Fanatics. Go over and get it at I am the deal of the day, Catch Wrestling Submissions. Go grab a copy there. But you know, if you're buying in with me, I'm not going to put everything on sale and take money out of your pocket when you're an affiliate. Does that make sense? You're going to get the full amount. These are $100 instructionals, have been for 20 years, still selling to this day. Okay. You earn a huge commission. In fact, all the money I used to collect, I give it to you. That's it. That's how it works. No brainer. Scientificwrestler.com. You got to look at it. Look at the offer. Think about it. And then guess what? Do it anyway. Call me. I'll walk you through it. Show you all the stuff, whatever you need to know. Okay. So let's see here. Stellar Stevens says, let's see here. He's talking about Hickson. Let's see. Hickson didn't fight Sakuraba. Yeah, he did not. And then he asked on Instagram. So you're watching both the places here. Why do you think Hickson didn't fight Sakuraba? Honestly, I think he didn't fight him because he would have lost. Isn't that why most people duck an opponent? Because he was probably afraid of blowing the mystique that he had built, right? The 400 fights. I don't know where the hell they're all documented, but I don't think they are. But I think that would have been a real blow to the brand had he wrestled Sakuraba, especially when Sakuraba was really had everybody's number. Anyway, yeah, that's just my answer. Anyway, guys, let's see here. Michael Beatty says that's a hell of a lot of value. I know. So if you know somebody that's running a gym, they're looking for new revenue streams, they're looking for to retain their clients because maybe their clients need wrestling, and go get my Catch Wrestling Takedowns. I've got a very good system that doesn't require a crap ton of athleticism that you might see with these amateur wrestlers. Okay. It's a very, very good system. This is all Catch Wrestling, straight from Billy Robinson, Carl Gotch. Okay. So Hobo Lunafart, nice tangent. I think that was about the string theory. Stellar Stephen asks, I mentioned calculus. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Hobo Lunafart. In his book, it says he was grieving his first son. I mean, that very well could be true. That very well could be true. But the name of this show is Do It Anyway. So, could have done it anyway. Yeah. Anyway, we know a lot of guys who just had somebody die and they fought and they won. I mean, I don't know. I can't. That's what he says when people ask. To me, I'm maybe there's some of that. Maybe that was the thing. But if he's so good, he could have won in such a decided manner and made that victory in the name of his son. Or I mean, I don't know. I don't know this stuff. This is all speculative. Who knows? I mean, Hickson is a great guy, I think. I mean, I don't know him. I really don't know what to tell you guys. Hobo Lunafart says, in the BJJ community, it seems like the most prestigious gain from winning worlds in the gi, then they open a gym. Do you think wrestling is similar or that it matters at all? Well, no. So the business models are different, right? Go and tell somebody you have a black belt in MMA. Go tell somebody you have a black belt in MMA. Okay. Maybe a complete idiot will fall for that. Okay. Go tell somebody you have a black belt in boxing. Okay. It doesn't make sense because these are prize fighting disciplines. Go tell somebody you have a black belt in wrestling. The only color belt that matters is a gold belt. Okay. That's what we aim for. And listen, gold belts are really rare. Okay. Gold belts are really rare. Rarer than black belts. And not everybody, no, here you got to understand this too. There's not necessary crossover between being a great athlete and being a great coach. I think you guys hopefully should know that by now. Some of the greatest, it's almost like a symbiotic relationship where maybe the athlete doesn't have the mental side or the discipline or the accountability or the programming, and the athlete, and the coach may not have the physical body left. Maybe they're too old. Maybe time ran out before they were able to get the gold belt. Okay. But the great thing about what I like about boxing, wrestling, from a prize fighting, not again the socialized wrestling. Okay. I'm not a fan of that. I think it's great. And I think that so a lot of this stuff is about numbers. Okay. So all these people who say, oh, okay, how come wrestling never, but well, I'm like, dude, catch wrestling, amateur wrestling is catch wrestling with the dangerous shit took out. Okay. There are more MMA champions from a wrestling background than like twice as many, statistically speaking, than from a Brazilian jiu-jitsu background. Okay. Wrestling is amazing. Now imagine you throw it depends how you look at the data, because I'm a statistician. I understand how you can look at data in different ways. If you include amateur wrestling in the catch-as-catch-can repertoire, it is the most dominant combat sport without a shadow of a fucking doubt. And without the submissions. Okay? Imagine when you learn the setups for submissions from a wrestling perspective, instead of having to unlearn all that and figure out how to hug another grown man with your legs, instead of from that control position, instead of learning from like one of our assistant coaches, soon to be full coach, Dave Patron, from a cradle, from Nelson's, how you can set up a bajillion darces from Nelson's, leg locks if somebody presents their legs. I think the argument can be made that actually wrestling is the dominant combat sport. But you have to look at it from a prize fighting perspective. When you look at mixed martial arts, maybe. When you look at the wrestlers that have gone in, and then I had to learn submissions from BJJ, but they still favor a top game. They still have great takedowns, because you have to understand the finish is important. But do you actually want control from standing all the way to the ground? Or do you want just a gamble where you just sit on your butt and hug the guy with your legs and then hope that you win? Okay. Anyway, I can go on and on. I'm not going to. We're already at 53 minutes. But, the point is this, guys. Do it anyway. Take the risk. Commit yourself. Try. You are at greater risk not taking a risk. When you listen to people who've truly accumulated wealth or have truly accomplished great things, they all took risks. You have to really condition yourself for that and put yourself out there. And it also requires the willingness to fail. That's one of the great things why I think like the two greatest things you can do for personal development, to personally develop yourself into the best human being that you can, maybe three, I think are entrepreneurship without a safety net, okay? Wrestling, because it's just you. You can't blame it on your teammate. You can't do any of that. Most other sports stop when the contact starts. That's when wrestling starts. It's brutal. You have to be in incredibly conditioned. If you're like an amateur, you've got to have the discipline to weight cut and show up and grind. If you lose, you have to still lose with dignity. I think entrepreneurship, wrestling, and if you do it right, having a family. But a lot of people are shitheads or deadbeats or whatever. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about really committing because you're bringing in new lives into the world and you're building an empire with another human being, hopefully your wife or your husband or whatever. So, guys, do it anyway. Work hard, do your best. But take risks, take chances. Think about it, man. We're all going to die. That's everything that lives dies, period. The grass, your dog, your cat, your mom, your dad, your kids, everything that lives dies. And you have no idea when that's going to happen. Do it anyway. Do it anyway. All right. If I can be of any help to you guys, remember, ping me. You can DM. You can go to, if you go to scientificwrestler.com, there's an option there. You can send me a direct email or you can set up a Calendly link, set up 15 minutes with me. You can also hit me up at my other website, my business development website, No1 Coaching, which is just like the sign or my hat, No1, and then coaching after it. I'm doing all kinds of stuff. I do financial coaching. If you need help figuring out how to get into real estate, how to start your own business, how to get passive income, I'm here to help you with that. Okay. You just got to reach out, and I'll try to help you. Okay. I appreciate you guys for tuning in for so long, and I will not be tardy like I was last week, trying to get back on the everyday thing. If you have anything you want me to touch on or any topics, send them in a DM, send them in an email. Let me know. I'll try to talk about it. You guys can always ping me online here during the conversations. I try to read everybody's comments. You guys have a wonderful day, and we'll catch you tomorrow.